Hello and welcome back to my design studio series. Now I realize in some of the videos I've been referring to it as my studio shed. But I was on the phone with my mum the other day and she said that I shouldn't be calling it a shed because it looks nothing like a shed and it's not the right representation of all the hard work that Dave and I have been putting into it. So she's come up with the name Design Studio, which I think is actually genius. I do a lot of design work. It is my studio, and that's what I will be referring to it from now onwards. I know there are some other little areas on YouTube where I've already started calling it that, but before we started this episode, I wanted to quickly just let you know why I'm changing the name because of my angel mother. So where are we at right now? The concrete subfloor is down and the frame is up. So now it's time to get the windows and the door put in, to install the ColourBond steel cladding, as well as the Heka Hoods above the doors and windows. Prep the electrical, install the Gyprock walls, get them plastered, and of course add the trim to the windows. And I'm so excited to let you know that Dave and I have decided to commit to the brand new ColourBond steel developed by the team at Flow in Australia. And my studio will be the first build in Queensland to install it, which is so crazy. You might remember that I mentioned we saw this product being used on Grand Designs Australia, and I'd mentioned it to Dave while he was over here, and he also said that he'd seen it. So he went off and investigated it and he has ordered it, and that's what we'll be using to clad my design studio. I'll explain a little bit further on in this video why this product is so amazing, and I'll also explain in detail about Heka Hoods. They are a local Sunshine Coast company that sells their products in Australia and internationally, and I am obsessed with their door and window hoods. The design is absolutely beautiful. It's very minimalist and it doesn't require any brackets. So I'm really excited to see what they look like. Now there is so much happening in this episode, so I'm not going to continue yapping on anymore. Let's just dive straight in.
After the frame and that huge beam went up, it was time to install the windows and the glass doors. I actually opted for glass doors to allow more light to filter into the space, and I'm already starting to think of creative window treatment ideas. And you better believe I have some fun ideas up my sleeve. But before they could go in, the studio had to be wrapped, and not long after, the first window went in. It was so interesting to see this process, as it's not something I saw when we built our last house. I always get super nervous in this stage of the build because anything can happen and windows can break, but the boys did a flawless job. Next, it was time to install the door frame and the glass doors. Being able to open and close the front glass doors is such a treat. I can really get a sense of what it's going to feel like coming out here each morning to create, have meetings, shoot content, and make projects. Now, I know that the roof is still exposed, but as you can see, the light here is absolutely gorgeous, and we designed it specifically so. We want to make sure that the studio gets lots of northerly light, but as luck would have it, even though it does face west, I do have quite a lot of trees that provide a lot of shade. So it's not exactly due west, but the light itself is absolutely gorgeous, and I am just so excited to get in here and make so many cool projects and bring to life so many ideas that I've had in my brain for such a long time. The next step, Dave and his team started to install the Heka Hoods, which I mentioned earlier in the video. As you can see here, this one is over the front glass doors and it's absolutely gorgeous. Then the roofers arrived that Dave always works with, and the first thing they did was to insulate the ceiling. This is really important because it means it's going to keep the studio a lot cooler in summer and warmer in winter. Then it was time to clad the exterior. As I mentioned earlier, we are using form flow, and this is the first time it's being used in Queensland, which is so exciting. Dave brought his team of roofers to the site, and while no one had ever installed it before, everyone was super curious and excited to try something new. So let's talk a little bit about form flow and what it is. Everyone is familiar with ColourBond steel, which is used for roofing and cladding. However, Formflow in Australia have created the world's first award-winning C90 bend, which you will see being installed on the sides of the studio. This unique and totally original bend eliminates the need for gutters and provides continuous corners and therefore a seamless finish. Rainwater simply runs off the sides and into trenches dug into the ground surrounding the subfloor. Now, Dave and I both saw this on Grand Designs Australia, and in terms of cost, it's pretty much like for like. And it is also the first time him and the roofers were installing it. So it's been very exciting to see how it goes. I asked everyone what they thought about it and they loved it. They did say it is quite complex, but they're also very aware it's the first time they've installed it. So naturally things are going to take a bit more time because everything is brand new and different. As you can see, the C90 bend is absolutely gorgeous. Like, honestly, I don't think I've ever seen anything more beautiful than this. And I love the fact that it looks so sleek and minimal, but most importantly, it totally eliminates the need to use and install any gutters, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. When we moved from our last house to this house, maintenance is at every decision we make. And you know, when it came to designing and building my studio, that was obviously something very important as well. So with this beautiful new product by Formflow, maintenance is super low key, which is really, really exciting. And I'm absolutely thrilled to have it in my studio. The front also looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm really excited to show you what it looks like once it's completely finished. I do need to paint the posts and under the rafters, but that will come more towards the end. Next on the list was Dave's Sparky to come by to chat about power outlet and light switch locations, and then he roughed everything in before the next team came in to install the Gyprock walls. This happened in just a few hours, and a few days later the plasterers came by over the course of a few days to close up the corners and fill in the holes from the screws. This is such an important step because painting is next, and you really want to make sure the walls are perfect for this step. Next on the agenda was to get Dave to come by and install the window trim and skirting boards. I still haven't made up my mind about the floor, whether I'll leave the concrete as it is or install some other type of flooring such as hybrid or wood paneling. I would love a herringbone pattern, but I'm not sure. So for now, a girl can dream, and we'll worry about the skirting boards later. And while this was all happening, I've been busy testing paint colors, which I'll explain in more detail next.
Oh my goodness, that was such a big episode. So much happened. Like, I literally feel like my head is still spinning from all of the stuff that got done to my design studio. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, feedback, or ideas, please drop them in the comments below. I absolutely love to hear from you guys. And as always, if you're enjoying this series, please give my videos a like. It would mean the world to me. And if you're not subscribed, please make sure you do, because I would hate for you to miss any of these episodes. Honestly, I cannot believe I'm already 3 episodes into this series. And the crazy thing is, we've still got so much to look forward to. Okay, so what is happening next? That is painting. That's right. I need to start thinking about how I'm going to be painting inside the studio space, and if I'm going to be using a neutral color or potentially a pop of color. And I am really excited to let you know that I will be partnering with British Paints to paint my design studio. I'm also really excited to give my studio some life. Like, at the moment, you know, we've just got the Gyprock walls. In the next episode, you can expect lots of color and lots of fun as I work with British Paints to find the perfect color to paint inside my studio. I also want to say thank you so much for sticking around. It has been such an added bonus being able to share this entire project with you. And I look forward to seeing you all in my next episode. See you then.